Welcome and thank you for joining us at the opening race of the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship. It's March. We're in Sonoma, California at Infineon Raceway.
We have a lot to talk about this year. Brand new season, bunch of brand new cars. This race we have two new Mazdaspeed 3s joining us for the first time. Also, we have Pete Bovenberg, who switched cars, went from his Honda Civic to a brand new Chevy Cobalt SS turbocharged just for this race.
And the last piece of news, Kia America has joined the family. We have a Kia Soul as our new pace car this year. Fine looking car.
I saw this car in the paddock. It's beautiful, and they have it all topped up with all kinds of goodies inside it. This thing is really nice.
Pace car driver's going to love that car.
Pace car driver's going to like this car. So our starting order for this race is Curt Simmons on pole, beat all these newcomers with his trusty old Stevens Creek Dodge SRT4. He's on pole. Second
position, Ken Dobson in the Cobb Tuning Mazdaspeed 3.
Ken Dobson is going to be really fast in that car. Third place, we have Pete Bovenberg in the MBO Chevy Cobalt SS. That turbocharged horsepower is really going to help him out.
Closing out that second row is Matt Young in the Speedy Oil Change Integra Type R.
The first non-turbocharged car, the highest non-turbocharged car in the grid, may I add. Fifth place, Daryl Chan, another newcomer who used to race in the USDCC many years ago, but now has come back in the DC Motorsports Honda Civic.
Sixth position is Ron Valtierra in the T&I Racing Mazdaspeed 3.
Seventh is Gordon Punt in the Speedy Motorsports Honda Civic.
Running out the top 8 is Tony Mack in the Speedy Oil Change Civic.
Now, we should tell you that we have Jeff and Jennifer here, but we can't bring them to you because we're having audio problems with them. So normally we'd be talking about Jeff and Jennifer right now. They'd
peeking in the cars, talking to the drivers.
But unfortunately, we are having audio problems when these things sometimes happen on these shows. So we'll have to... Jeff and Jennifer, we love you guys. But
wish we could hear what you were saying, but it looks like the pace car's on its way out. We're going to do a hot lap on the track, warm up some tires for those drivers. It's a beautiful day in Sonoma.
It is a gorgeous day, and you know there was all this talk about rain, which never materialized. And as you can see, blue skies everywhere, and fantastic day. There's no chance of rain, and these guys are now the big trick right this at the standing start here will be a lot of these new drivers have never done a standing start or have not done one in a long time. So, however, Bovenberg, Simmons, those guys are very experienced at these kind of things.
Absolutely. They're certainly going to get a jump on some of these other drivers that are new to the series. Rookie drivers.
There we go. Ken Dobson gets a good launch, gets off, and look at Matt Young go. That fantastic start.
That is amazing. Now, wait a minute. It looks like Curt is moving right out there. Let's take a look at this other view here. You're right. Dobson got a little bit of a lead.
Gets a great start, but then he falls back. What did he do? Miss a shift? What happened? And then he gets past it, and then he gets ahead. And look at that. Curt Simmons to the front.
That's true. With Dobson as a solid second there.
Dobson's experience probably brought him up there just to get by Matt Young.
So we'll see. Now they're going to go up into the carousel area. We're going to see them. There's our other camera.
And Dobson's all over Simmons. Look at that. Simmons takes the inside line, defensive line. He knows Dobson's out there. The two of them are all, and in back you have Bovenberg. Wow, Ron Valtierra just trying to edge by the Civic of Daryl Chan. Dobson's all over that Dodge. Look at that.
Absolutely, a solid 1-2 there.
He wants by. Look at him side by side out of 11, but passing Curt is not easy. Now let's get back. We're on board Simmons' car now. Let's see what happened.
There goes the flag.
So he bogged down a little bit. He didn't. He kind of messed up the start, but then he caught it and made it great.
He did.
Adjustment.
Yeah, look at that. He just owns that first turn. He took it right there.
And then that was it. He drove to the apex right ahead of him and just had it. Wow. Listen to the car. He drives this car hard.
Now we're on board with Valtierra. Let's see how Matt Young is doing in that car.
Yeah, look at that. So, he got this is his first, Ron Valtierra's first standing start race ever, and look at that. He got passed by the whole field, looks like, almost.
That's true. Gave us a great view of what happened in that front row, though.
Yeah, but now he makes it all up. Look at that.
Ooh.
Someone locks up a wheel. Gordon Pung goes a little wide. And
position for Valtierra.
One more position. Yeah.
That's okay. That's racing.
But hey, that's what happens when you got a brand new car, brand new driver, everything.
Well, new to the series. You're racing with people you haven't raced with before. Give him a couple races. He's going to know who does what, where, and he's going to be right up there.
Well, this is actually the first race for the Valtierra. This is his first real race. He's had a bunch. They're a rookie. He's a rookie with a brand new car and everything. So,
I say thumbs up to you. So, yeah, good start.
So. Just the fact that he didn't stall it is a great job right there. But the fact that he managed to pass a few cars, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus, too.
So here he goes. We're still on board the Mazdaspeed 3, and look at that. He's catching up to Daryl Chan. Lots more power than Daryl's car.
We're going to take the inside. Are we going to hold that inside?
Look at that. Looks like he made it past the inside. Nice job.
Yeah, he took 7. That turn 7 was his.
See, I told you he's not a rookie. So here we go. Now, still the battle up front. Look at that. Looks like Pete has managed to make a move on Matt Young. Went from first to second to third to fourth. Now he's at fourth. Another car locks the wheel, and we're on board Simmons still. He's really taking that defensive line. With this defensive line though, he's sooner or later it's going to cause a problem because he is going to get slowed down with that defensive line move of his.
Well, you're right, and it gets really hard if you're watching your mirrors and you're being very defensive. Rather than driving your race, you're driving your mirror, and that can bite you sometimes.
Exactly, so you can't do that. You have to watch in front of you. Look at that, there he goes.
Ah, jeez, there goes there.
Wow, through the S's. That was amazing.
Well, there you go. Ken Dobson's now leading, first race of the season, in his first race with the United States Touring Car.
Yeah, not a bad way to start with a brand new car, but this race is not over yet. I'm sure
point well taken.
Simmons is not going to give up so easily. Now, so here we go. Dobson first, Simmons second. Do you think he's going to get him?
I don't know.
It's going to be.
You're watching. I'm watching. We're going to see what's going on
there's
here.
There's traffic, so you never know. They're already passing lapped cars, and you never know if he's better be on his A game. Otherwise,
you're absolutely right about that.
And these guys are going to be ferocious. It's going to be a ferocious fight the whole season long between these two guys, I think.
Entertaining. Entertaining's the word here. Very entertaining.
Very similar cars. Front-wheel drive, high horsepower cars. Not cars that are very well known for their handling, but cars that are really well known for their horsepower.
But you're dealing with two drivers who are very experienced drivers. Curt in this car, he's had it how many seasons now?
Very experienced, but very different, totally different driving styles. I think Ken's I'd hate to say this, but he's more of a finesse driver, I think, and Kurt's a more aggressive, come and get you kind of driver. Very interesting.
Well, time is going to tell, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it looks like Dobson's still holding the lead.
Yeah, and Kurt's still going at him. Here he goes, turn 4. He's catching, but you know what, Curt? Look at that. You can't even see Ken anymore. The
gap
back.
Is there. So certainly you can see at this point that Curt was driving a very defensive line. Dobson was all over his tail end, couldn't get past him.
Whoa, what's this making some weird noises? No. Something's wrong with Kurt's car.
There we go. This could be the problem. This could be the reason for the gap. Car problems.
Look at that. The car he just passed, and I just... Well, at least it's not like he caught on fire like we saw in the last race. I don't see any smoke here.
That's not... Well, there's... just getting towed in.
So
all right, not a good end to Kurt's first race of the season, that's for sure. But this explains the gap we were seeing.
Yeah,
I mean, they were so close before.
And then all of a sudden, something broke, and then... And then that was that.
Hopefully we'll catch up with Curt in the pit, see what happened. Hopefully...
We'll have to find out what broke on his car. But in the meantime, now we have another great battle here. This is Ron Valtierra's Mazdaspeed 3 fighting with Matt Young in the Acura Integra. Matt was last year's Rookie of the Year, Duplicator Rookie of the Year, against the guy who wants the title this year, Ron Valtierra, who says, I want to be the Duplicator Rookie of the Year.
Coming in on the inside here. Let's see who owns this turn 11.
It's going side by side. Oh, yes.
Did he? Oh, he got it.
Nice move.
Nice job, Ron.
Ron is doing all right. So, just to recap now, we'll see. You can see we have the top 3 are actually closed up now. Looks like Dobson slowed down a little bit, or Bovenberg sped up, whichever it is. And now we have Dobson first, Bovenberg second, and Valtierra in 3rd place. Not bad considering, where did Valtierra start? Like 6th or 8th or 10th or something like that?
Down in the 6th position, up to 3rd.
And now
great
he's up
race
to 3rd
so
with
far.
the big boys. Not bad, baby.
Let's watch how he does here.
Yeah.
He could get a podium finish on his first. Was there a lock up there? Did we do a little lock up there for Pete?
Well, the front wheel drive cars, you know, they brake really hard. There's not much suspension travel in the back. They lift up a wheel and that locks up. But as long as you
particularly
don't
there in that turn 11 down at the end.
Yeah, but Matt Young also doing really well.
He's knocking on the door there.
He's still hanging with Valtierra. This battle is not over yet either. Valtierra, I mean, can't count his chickens just yet.
Okay, well, you're right about that. You really don't want to count your eggs until they're hatched, but Valtierra is doing an excellent job. At this point, I want to add that we have Jeff down in the pits. He's been talking to Curt. Broken axle is the prognosis.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You're not going to go far with broken axle. Oh, yeah. Jeez, he almost rolled the thing. 2 wheels up in the air. He's doing great.
Pete is doing great, and he's got a solid second now that Curt's out of the game, and Dobson's in the 1st place position.
Yes, he is, and he can easily still pass Dobson and win this thing. He's got the speed and he's got the car.
That's absolutely true. It's not over till it's over. So we're going to see how this finishes out. But current standings, we've got Dobson in 1st, Pete Bovenberg in the 2nd position, and in 3rd we've got our rookie of the season so far, or will be.
well, we'll see. But he certainly wants it. It's Ron Valtierra in the Mazdaspeed 3. But look, he's hounded by last year's rookie. Top rookie, Duplicator top rookie, which was Matt Young, and in the team of Matt Young and Tony Matt.
Good point.
But so far, Pete is still working his way through some traffic and moving up, and hopefully he won't have any issues.
Let's talk about those 2 Mazdaspeed 3s that we have new in the series this year. On paper, they look the same.
Yeah, but totally different story under the skin, because Dobson's been doing this for 20 years. He's got Mazda backing. He's got all his sponsors lined up, and he knows how to set up a car. Whereas Valtierra, well, that's more of a grassroots effort, and they're just starting out, and they're just learning everything. So, yeah, I'm sure.
Boy, if I were Valtierra, the word mentorship would come to mind for me.
Yeah.
I would introduce myself to Ken. I would pit next to him. I would buy him lunch. I think this is a great opportunity for a brand new driver to the series in a car that he hasn't raced before to hook up with an experienced driver driving that same
basically
car.
a mentorship deal. But so yeah, you could go that way, or you could also go the other way, where if I was Valtierra, maybe I would be saying to myself, you know what, I'm better. I could do this. I don't need you to show me how to do it. I can do this. Look at what I'm doing right now.
Well, absolutely. 3rd place holding it. We'll see how it finishes out.
But the mentorship deal works really well. And yes, like you say, if I was them, I'd probably be there setting up a little camera on his car, see what he does. What kind of paint to use? What kind of oil to use? What kind of lug nuts to use?
That's going kind of far. But a mentorship for a new driver is a great opportunity. And our drivers are all they all work together. They compete. They compete very well. Look at that. We've got a.
Looks like that's it. One more turn to go for Dobson, and he's got the win. And there he goes, coming out as a turn 11. Takes the checkered flag. Dobson's to the win.
As predicted, 2nd place, Pete Bovenberg in the Chevy Cobalt SS.
That turbocharged car power worked well for him.
And
3rd
coming
place,
up 3rd,
top rookie.
There we go.
Duplicator top rookie of the year of the race so far. Ron Valtierra and TNI Mazdaspeed 3. Great race. And these guys did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. This concludes round 1 of the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship. Join us next month Round 2, we're going to be in Willis, California at Thunder Hill.
Thunder Hill Raceway.
Thunder Hill.
Round 2. Yeah, definitely. If the action was good here, I'm sure the action is going to be even wilder at Thunder Hill.
That's right. Maybe we'll get an entire race with Curt and Dobson vying for that first position.
Yeah, it's going to be something. So join us again next time. Thank you very much for being here with me, and hopefully next time we'll have Jeff and Jennifer back and our technical problems fixed.
Certainly hope so. See you next month.
Thanks for joining us. Tune in again next time when we'll bring you another exciting episode of Final Drive TV with the latest news from the world of cars. For more information and to view complete episodes, please visit us at finaldrive.net.